Hi, this is Jade with trans-coding.com. Today we're going to have a short episode that's going to be a break from what we've been dealing with, and we're going to deploy your website to the internet for public viewing. Essentially, I think our website is to the point where we can actually make it visible to the public for anyone that wants to see it. If you'll remember, we got our homepage up as well as our resume, and so this is a good time to deploy it. So today we're going to go over very quickly purchasing a domain for your page for a specific deployment. This does cost a little bit of money, and I'm going to try and save you as much as I can. And on the next episode we'll go over purchasing or using the free versions of AWS so that we can get your pages up onto a server and available to be viewed by anyone at any time. As always, the pages will be available for reference in the description down below, and let's go ahead and get started. Now, as you can see in this Google search here, there are tons of options. I'm sure you've seen some of the ads for them as well. There's GoDaddy, Domains.Google, Squarespace, and a horde of others. As you can see here, GoDaddy has their domain search right up here. They have a couple examples of the prices. Squarespace is its own website builder. Get Started would take you to that same idea. Google.Domains or Domains.Google, same thing. Search for a domain name. They start at $12 a year. You pick the name. All of these domain registrations are going to have different options on them. They're all going to be priced differently, and those options are going to range based on those prices as well. So you might have a domain name that needs to be purchased. So if you want to buy something that's already out there, you may have to negotiate for it. If the domain name that you want doesn't exist, you can get a great price on it. Aside from that, most of these domain registrations will offer you some form of free website creation. Now, we're not going to take advantage of this, but if you wanted to build a site not from scratch, using a template, and get it up really fast and easy, this would be the ideal model. For us at this time, though, we're going to head over to one of the newer site registration sets that's up called porkbun.com. Now, why are we choosing this one? Well, specifically, cost. One of the things we spoke with on this channel was that we wanted to make sure that you, the user, get the cheapest price possible. And so that's why we're going with Porkbun. They have a good selection in terms of cost. They are the cheapest current domain registration site on a yearly basis, and they offer free SSL certifications. So if you want to get your site set up with a database and you want to have some kind of login process, this is going to ensure that you have a secure login for that. So now that I've navigated over to porkbun.com, I'm going to search for the name of the website I want. It's going to be trans-coding.com. Let's give that a search. And you'll see that there's an exact match for it here. That's trans-coding.com. You can see the price for it. The price is going to vary depending on whether that domain name is available or not, whether a negotiation has to be made, and whether it's one of the trending types of websites. So you can see if you wanted to add a .io instead of .com, it's going to be more expensive. The same thing would occur if you wanted to use a .tel or any of a number of other choices. Looks like we've got quite a few choices here. I'm going to stick with the standard and just go with transcoding.com. Once we've chosen that, I'm going to go ahead and check out. So as you can see, I'm registering for 1 year. There's an option to register for up to 10 years. But for now, I'll just do 1. That way, if the prices change over the years, we can change it to a new service, and we can move our domain somewhere else. It doesn't have to stay at porkbun.com. We can always move it somewhere else. If you wanted to add an email address set to it, such as jade@trans-coding.com, you could add that on here as an additional charge. We're not going to do that though. So now that I've got my domain set up, you can see we get free with each domain the privacy. We get a trial for a site builder, which we won't use. We get free SSL certificates. We'll get email forwarding, URL forwarding, some kind of maximum awesomeness, and a console for logging in with. So we'll continue. I don't currently have an account, so this is where we would build one. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Most of this I'll have to blur out, but we'll jump back in here in just a few minutes. We just got through the payment window registering for our website at trans-coding.com. You can see we've just made it to the domain management page, and on this page you'll see we have officially one domain in the account. You can see in the management window at the bottom here that there's no website connected or email or SSL certificate connected. We'll take care of that a little bit later. But you can see that the domain name is now renewable. It's been locked so that no one else can register under that domain name. And it has WHOIS protection privacy, which means that no one can see the physical address of the person that owns the account. That would be me in this case, you in your case. And the last item is the expiration date, which is going to be 1 year from the date of purchase, or if you decided to do more years than that, it'll be that date. And so for trans-coding.com, you can see the expiration is exactly 1 year and 1 day from today's date. Alright, that concludes purchasing a domain name. We used porkbun.com because of the ease of service. It was very quick. It's one of the cheaper ones online, and it makes it very easy to do. Of course, any of the other websites that you choose, whether it be GoDaddy, Squarespace, or domains.google, any of those are going to work for you. I recommend going with the cheapest site. So that is everything necessary to register a domain. Now that we've taken care of that, we're going to go ahead and connect the domain that we've just registered up to our Apache server. We're going to make sure it starts delivering web pages, and we will actually officially have a domain that we can use to connect and easily give our users a website to travel to. This has been Jade with Transcoding, and I hope that you'll visit us again. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.